Oliver, a shy boy, and Lucy, a kind girl, had danced around love during their school years, each secretly cherishing the other. The corridors whispered their unspoken words, and the classrooms were their silent witnesses. But as often happens when school life ends, reality pulled them apart. One fateful year later, Lucy stunned Oliver with the news of an impending engagement. Oliver, though heartbroken, swallowed his feelings, wishing her happiness. But fate had twists even young hearts cannot foresee. Lucy's engagement was cancelled shortly after the announcement. A year later, they hadn't talked in months. Life had scattered them into different cities, different routines. But some feelings, some connections, refused to fade, no matter the distance. One rainy evening, Oliver sat alone at a quiet cafe, flipping through his old notebook, the one where he had once poured his heart out in letters to her. On the last page, that one line still stared back at him. Let's see what's written on life's note. Just then, the cafe door opened. He looked up out of habit and froze. It was her, drenched from the rain, eyes searching until they landed on him. Neither of them spoke. She just walked up and sat down across from him, her breath slightly shaky. Then, she pulled out a letter. "I kept this," she said, placing it on the table. "Your last one. I read it 100 times." He smiled, unsure what to say, heart racing. "I tried to move on," she whispered, "but every time I looked ahead, you were still there." He looked at her, a quiet fire lighting in his chest. "I never stopped writing," he said, pulling out the same notebook. "I just didn't know where to send the letters." A pause. Then, without another word, she reached out and took his hand. Outside, the rain kept falling, but inside, it finally felt like spring. She smiled. "So, I guess this is what life's note had written all along." He grinned. "Yeah, that it was always you." They both laughed, their fingers interlocked on the table, not needing anything more. And this time, there was no bell to interrupt them. No goodbye. No, almost. Just love. Found. And finally, forever.